Alex, welcome back. Can you just explain what has held you back from playing at the moment?
I took a little bit of an extended break post-national team just to sort out an ongoing niggle that I had, but other than that, I'm happy, I'm healthy and ready to go.
How many minutes do you think you can get through tomorrow night?
Oh look, I'd love to play as many as possible. Obviously, first game I'm expecting to probably get around the 30-minute mark, but for me, I'll play as long as I'm needed to play.
The team's been unbeaten so far in pre-season and in the cup, but left it late to put away a fairly low-level team in the last game. What have you seen from the team since you've been on the sidelines?
It's been really positive. Look, we've played 3 games, we've won 3. People talk about opposition and things like that, but look, we've gone out there and done our job. We've implemented a new style. We've been much more aggressive, and the boys have done really well, especially the young players. And we just need to keep continuing in that way and improving.
What change have you noticed in the environment and just the positivity around the team? Has it improved from last season? Have you seen change?
I think it's probably more just the fact that everyone after last season has gone away, had a bit of a mental rest and break. Everyone came back in ready to go, refreshed, and I think that's allowed everyone to come in, with an open mind and ready to learn and push hard again. So in terms of that, I think that's been really important, and everyone's taken on board everything that Chiefy wants to do this year, and it's been going good.
You've become a dad in the off-season. What's that been like for yourself?
Yeah, look, it's been a blessing. It's one of the most amazing feelings I've ever had and probably will ever have. Becoming a father, it's really changed my perspective on a few things, and it makes me feel really lucky to be in the job I am.
Do you feel like you know your body better now, Alex? With things like a little niggle. Previously, would you have been impatient to come back and maybe come back too soon? Do you feel like you know your body better now?
Oh, yes and no. I think I've always been someone that's known my body really well. I think probably the brutal reality for me last year was, I probably pushed myself too hard to come back from a sickness. And I thought I was ready and potentially wasn't, and I think my body towards the end of the season just started to break down a little bit. Like I said, with that niggle, and it was frustrating because I've always been someone that needs to be feeling 100%, and I wasn't. So now that I feel 100% and back to feeling normal again, I'm really looking forward to playing tomorrow.
One thing that the Phoenix have always had a bit of a challenge with is pre-season matches, meaningful pre-season matches. Playing some local league teams and good outings, but how important is it to stay in the cup to get more meaningful games?
Yeah, look, it's important to stay in the cup to keep winning because we want to win something. So that's first and foremost. But like you said, to keep winning and to keep playing good games is very, very important for us. And look, our only focus is tomorrow and making sure we play well and get the result. You can't look too far ahead, but look, like I said, the boys have looked really good. Everyone's in a positive mind frame, and I'm really excited to be involved tomorrow.
And we're 10 months out from the FIFA World Cup. I know you've got a lot of ambition around the national team. How do you marry up club ambition with country ambition over the next 10 months?
Look, first and foremost, you play. You play for your club, obviously, and you play well for your club. That's what gets you selected for the national team. So, look, club form is the most important because, like I said, that's what gets you selected. And then, obviously, when you are selected, making sure you put your best foot forward to making sure you keep the shirt.
Do you think you have enough time to get in the squad for the games against Australia?
Oh, you'll have to ask, Bays that. But look, personally, I feel ready. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm sharp, and I'll be first to say I'll never say no to representing the country. So I'm ready.
What are you expecting from Heidelberg? Pretty impressive result in the last game against Western Sydney.
Look, they look very, very well structured. We've watched a few clips on them, and very disciplined and can catch teams on the break. So we need to make sure that we stop them with good rest defence and play our game, make sure we control the tempo and create chances.